Number 55 in your class trip for quadratic functions asks you to create the piecewise function for the following graphs and then determine domain and range. I'm going to go ahead and do the domain and range first because it's easily visible from the graph. So focusing on the domain first. So x's extend from negative infinity because this parabola continues on forever. And here where we have a disjunction, so we do have a closed dot there, so this means that it is continuous at negative 3. Then it is continuous on this line up until we get to this open value at 1, but the function is continuous at 1 because we have this closed dot here, and it continues on towards positive infinity. So the domain is continuous everywhere from negative infinity to infinity. And our range, since this open parabola extends up towards positive infinity, it can go to positive infinity, but our lower end, so our minimum, occurs at this point right here, which is a closed dot, so we have to include it in our set, so that is a bracket, and that is a negative 9. So our range extends from including negative 9 towards infinity. And now we can create the piecewise function. So our piecewise function, so f of x is going to be given by 3 different functions at different x ranges or x domains. So the first one being the parabola that extends here. Now our parabola, so the domain of that is from all the way from negative infinity to up into, but not including negative 3. So that is open at negative 3. And this would be a parabola given with a vertex at negative 3, negative 6. So we can use vertex form to write that parabola. So we have x plus 3 squared minus 6 is our equation for the parabola. And most likely it is scaled. So, you know, if it was more of like a normal parabola, it would open up maybe closer to something like this. There is a scaling factor, which, you know, is pretty impossible to determine just by looking at the graph, since it doesn't really intercept anywhere nicely along these points. So we're just gonna, you could put that there is a scaling factor in front of that x plus 3 squared, but you don't have to worry about that much. So then moving on to the line. So the line is closed at negative 3. So our domain for this line would be from negative 3 to open at 1. And the equation for this line would be if we have slope-intercept form. So we have intercept at negative 3. So b is negative 3. And our m is our rise over run. So we have that we go up, let's see, from negative 9 to negative 3, we go up 6. So our m is 6 over going over x from negative 3 to 0. So that's plus 3. So our m is 2. So then our equation for that line is 2x minus 3. And the equation of the horizontal line over here is just y equals 2. So that's 2, given from closed at 1. So from 1 to extending all the way to infinity. And this is our piecewise function.